Hello, everyone, and welcome to another free live preview of California Psychics, where we show you what it's like to get a reading with us every Monday. I am your moderator for today's live stream, and we are joined by one of our top-rated and fan favorites here at California Psychics, here with Psychic Chip. How are you doing today, Chip?
Doing well, Carson, and yourself?
I am doing fantastic. It's another Monday live, and I always like getting audience questions answered. So I know today is going to be a good one. But before we get started, I do have a few bits of information to list off for our customers and our audience today. First of all, if you are not a customer with us yet, we do have a promo code going on. If you use that code LIVE5, let me go ahead and pull it up on the bottom of your screen. Yes, scrolling at the bottom of your screen, and you are a new customer with us, you can receive an extra $5 added to your very first purchase with us if you enjoy this free live preview of California Psychics and Psychic Chip today. Now, if you are wanting to get a one-on-one reading with Psychic Chip away from the live stream and away from everybody else watching, make sure to stick around because we'll be shouting out his exact schedule and the ways to reach him on California Psychics later in the live stream. Now, lastly, before we get started and start answering questions today, I want to list off some ground rules of some questions we are able to answer. Unfortunately, here at California Psychics, we are unable to answer any legal or medical questions. For medical, this can include treatment questions, medications, pregnancies, and fertility questions. And for legal, this can include court cases, custody battles, and just general court decisions. If you do ask about another person, please make sure you at least include their first name. This will allow Psychic Chip to connect faster and more accurately answer your questions today. But that's all the information I have for right now. If we are ready to get started, Chip.
Let's do it.
All right. And actually, one last reminder, in the last 15 minutes of today's live stream, we will be switching over to our tarot card pull section. So if you haven't gotten your question answered by then, make sure to stick around because we'll be going through questions a little bit faster to give you an extra opportunity to get that answered. All right. Now, our first question is going to be from Skip. Chip, they both rhymes. Will Skip's current relationship end sometime early in the new year and a new one start in the spring? So a new love coming within Skip's life.
Okay. All right, Skip. I was actually picking up December. There may actually be something that transpires with an existing relationship today in December. I don't even know that it's going to take at the beginning of the new year, my friend. So if you're looking for some sort of change, it does feel like change is coming. I'm seeing spring feels, there's opportunities for sure. I'm seeing two between April and May. And then I have actually a really strong soulmate connection, but that feels like it may come a little bit later. Like it could be actually as we're going into summer. So lots of changes on the forefront for you if you're looking to manifest a relationship that's more pleasing to you. It is on its way. It is going to take just a little bit, but I feel you're looking for a transformation. So yes, Skip, feels good.
All right. Thank you, Skip, for stopping by, and a great way to start off our live stream today, Chip. Our next question for you will be from Daniel. Daniel is asking, when do you see him and Jennifer becoming official, if at all?
Okay, Daniel. They actually just showed me New Year's Day, like New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. I don't know if the two of you have plans to be together over that holiday, but I'm actually sensing that there may be some momentum that moves the two of you into something more official, my friend, right around that time. They're showing me there's a major, large opening there. If for some reason you don't take the bait there will be others. Spirit doesn't want you to get into a rush about it, but I also sense a little bit of friction or frustration in your energy. It almost feels like, gosh, it should have happened by now. So just be prepared that you may have some of that leading up to this, but not to lose hope, because I do feel a really nice connection between the two of you. It feels like it's going to be right before the end of the year, so I'm going to say something around New Year's Day. It could be a special anniversary actually for the two of you. So yeah, I'm excited. I hope you'll please keep me posted. It's coming.
Yes. Thank you, Daniel, for stopping by, and definitely keep us posted on that journey. Yes, the new year's coming on right around the corner. So yes, definitely keep us updated. And thank you for stopping by. Our next question for you, Chip, comes from Tahara Lee, and please forgive me if I pronounce that incorrectly. But she is asking, will she and Bianca be getting together or getting back together, and will they be getting married this time?
Feeling into this for you. Bianca feels a bit distracted, and when I get that energy, without doing a full reading here for you, but picking up what I am sensing coming in, it almost feels like her attention may be elsewhere right now. Now, whether that be on work or another person or what have you, I'm not quite sure. It actually feels like it could be another party. So I want to be straight with you about that. And it does seem like this could be a karmic partner, somebody that Bianca is supposed to meet and learn things from, but not necessarily somebody Bianca is supposed to be with long term. I do feel like there is an opening for the two of you, but I have to say I'm getting somebody in 4 that's coming towards you. So that's probably within the next 4 weeks to 4 months. It's going to be between now and probably right around February, March. And this is a really, really strong soulmate energy. So I feel that importance around Bianca, and I'm not saying that there's not a special connection between the two of you because there certainly is, but Spirit's almost wanting me to urge just kind of seeing this from a big picture perspective because they want a union between you and somebody who is going to stay, that's going to be loyal, that there's not so many ups and downs with. And I feel that that person is going to be coming to you actually before. And then I almost feel like on the back end, Bianca might sort of circle back around to you. So, you may actually have to make a decision here. That's the way it's coming through to me. And I don't want to say that I'm going to rule Bianca out completely because you have free will, my friend. But it does seem like you may meet another really important soulmate before that, and you'll have choices. That's how it's coming through. So.
All right. And we hope this did resonate with you, this reading, Tahara Lee. So thank you for stopping by and let us know if you did. I do remember also seeing a message from Skip earlier. Our first question we answered just saying you gave him a great reading there, Chip. So.
Awesome. You bet.
Our next
Anytime.
question will be from Jasmine. Welcome, Jasmine. She is requesting, Chip, if there is any general message from her spirit guides that is coming through for Jasmine. And if you also want, you can feel free to pull a card as well.
Okay. Yeah, I can do that. I certainly have a spirit guide who is with me. Oh my goodness. Yeah. You have some sort of major manifestation that's coming for you, Jasmine. I actually just pulled the star card for you, which matches exactly the way that this guide was coming through. The star card represents healing, renewal, hope, transformation that comes after a period of time where you're maybe feeling like things aren't moving and they're not going your way. It actually, in some readers, interpret it as, wish upon a star, right? Some sort of major cosmic energy is supporting you and manifesting something that you want to see happen in your life, and it is coming. I actually have a masculine energy of a spirit guide who almost feels like an angelic energy around you, and it comes right in around. It's my right, so that could be your left. I'm not quite sure. I'm not good with cameras and everything, but it's on really strong on my right side. So whichever side that is to you, and it feels like a warmth. So that's that spirit guide's signature. It almost feels like an angel, and it's somebody that you can work with in meditation to get downloads and ask for messages in dreams as well. Right now is a really nice time to do that. So Jasmine, I hope that helps. And if you want some more information on those things, shoot me an offline message or book an appointment. We can go into even deeper on that. So thank you for the question.
Yes, thank you, Jasmine, for stopping by. And I think, Chip, you mentioned as well getting in contact with you, which I think is a great segue into shouting out. When is the very next time that you are going to be online and ready for those one-on-one reading experiences where people can get their guaranteed question answered away from the live stream, where you can really get into like personal information? Can you let us know for that, Chip?
Absolutely. So I actually have opened up 2 appointment slots this evening at 9 and 10 p.m. Central Time. So if you'd like to book some time with me this evening, you have that available. I also will be online Tuesday through Thursday, the rest of the week, 4 hours each day, starting at 11 and going from 11 to 1 Central, and then 4 to 6 Central, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So tonight and also the next few days here. So looking forward to doing offline messages for you or book an appointment with me. And because I know the queue gets backed up sometimes, so I like to open those slots up for you if you want that one-on-one time and don't want to wait.
Yes. So you can connect with Psychic Chip through hopping right into his call queue, or like he said, he has online and offline messages, which are text-based messages. So you can connect with Chip if you want to kind of connect more this format, but in a one-on-one setting. Or if you do want to hop in right onto the phone call with Chip, you can connect, again, all on CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app. You can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will pull up Psychic Chip's profile, and then you can get a hold of all that information. But we still got a lot of time left in this free live preview of California Psychics and this free live preview of Psychic Chip. So stick around if you're not convinced yet, because I guarantee you will be wanting that follow-up information after this. So our next question comes from Jess. Chip, she is asking, will Mike be proposing soon?
Okay. Yeah, I just got fireworks right away. And Spirit, when they speak to me, they may give me audible things that I'm hearing, or they may give me visual. And my sign for yes, one of them is fireworks, and it usually occurs right around some sort of holiday or important day. So this will be around an anniversary, a birthday, or a holiday. I do get a yes around this, and I feel like I sure hope that you'll let me know because there's a lot of excitement and like a lot of pent up energy. It just feels like it's supposed to have happened. It's going to happen. It's on its way. I think intuitively you know that. And there could have even been conversations, Spirit says, or some clues. So trust your instincts there. I do think it's coming soon. Please let me know, Jess. I'm so excited for you too.
Yes,
It's amazing.
absolutely. Thank you for stopping by, Jess, and we hope this did resonate with you as well. Our next question for you, Chip, comes from Linda. Linda is very excited to see you, Chip, and since you may recognize Linda as well. Since the two of you last spoke this past week, the things with Josh have been even more confusing, but he's back. And as mentioned, the job came today as a rejection, unfortunately.
Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
assuming possibly any advice between her and Josh, any follow-up
Hmm.
advice.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, Linda. Yes, I do know my dear friend Linda, client who is just so steadfast and very patient, and she has been doing tremendous work. Spirit is really urging you to trust your intuition here with Josh. I think there's a part of you that knows that this is a slowly but surely process, and, when we take two steps forward, it can be really exciting, but then the one step back can feel like, oh gosh, it's crumbling. And in those moments, Spirit is just urging you to almost like I'm seeing like a diary or a journal, like almost note the patterns. There may be moments where you feel like it's Groundhog's Day, but as long as it's getting better, and I do feel that it will continue to get better. Spirit's showing me that he is actually stretching for you, and it's one of the things that is really attractive about this situation. I feel almost there's this like, oh my gosh, I see him trying and expanding and trying to communicate more and be better. And so I think it's like take your wins there. It may not be that way 24/7, 365. I sure wish it could be for you. If there was some way of doing that, I sure hope that you'll share it with us. But I feel like in his own imperfect way, Josh is going to continue to keep trying to show up and to meet you. And as I've always felt, this would be something that happens more organically. It's something that's going to fall into place in a way that, is almost unpredictable, or in a sense like you can't write it down. It's just something that's going to happen, and it will be a feeling, and it is going to happen. I really feel that if you want to stick with it. Okay. And as mentioned, I felt that the job opportunity that was going to land for you and manifest for you would come right before or right after this retrograde. I think there's going to be a great pause for you, but it is coming. And I do feel that really, really strongly. So if it's not this opportunity, it's something that's either going to come right behind it, um, or something that you may actually already, because they're showing me mail. So something you've already applied for may come back as a yes. That's what I'm getting for you. So hang in there.
Wow, that was a fantastic reading, Chip. And Linda,
Good
thank you
stuff.
for stopping by today. And we hope you get into contact with Chip soon with some more updates as well. I think that was a
Yeah.
great example of what it's like to get a reading here at California Psychics during this free live preview. So thank you, Linda, for stopping by as well. Our next
Yes. Thank you,
question
Neil.
for you, Chip, will be from Amanda. Amanda is requesting a question about her relationship with Nick. So specifically a new relationship with Nick. What do you see for their future together? Is this going to be one that works out?
Okay. Yeah. Amanda, if we were on the phone and doing a reading, I would check something with you because I'm seeing actually two energies for you. One of them is darker hair, and I think that could be Nick. But nevertheless, we'll keep running with where spirits take me. I do feel that there's certainly opportunity between you and Nick. I like the connection. I think that there's going to be a lot of warmth and fun in this beginning phase. I will just urge some caution around there could be some communication hiccups between November 24th, 25th, and December 14th, 15th, 16th. Kind of right around that time is where the Mercury retrograde will begin and end. We're already in the pre-retrograde phase as we speak. So things can go unread if it's a message, or people can forget things or oversleep or just have blips. And so Spirit is urging a little bit of patience during that time. But I feel a lot of positivity here. This feels like the two of you have a familiarity to each other. I don't know if it's finishing each other's sentences or you just really, enjoy and you find yourselves enjoying the same things, but there's something that's easy about it. And something about some of your past relationships feels important for you to have something that's, just works. It just goes. So I like it. I'm going to also throw out there, I think that there are others that are going to come in. And so you're blessed. Some of my clients are just blessed with seasons of choice. And so you may continue to choose Nick, but I would look for somebody in the first quarter of next year to step forward, if not before then, that you will have some sort of connection with that I feel is going to be quite important. But he will look quite different than Nick in terms of like one is darker featured, the other may be lighter. So that's why they were showing me the contrast. So I hope that this makes sense. And if I can dig deeper into it for you, Amanda, let's talk in a reading. So, all right. Hope that helps.
All right. Thank you, Amanda, for stopping by. And we hope that did resonate with you. Our next question is from Marisol. She's very interested in a man from her gym, Aaron, and she just learned that he is dating somebody. Is there any chance that you might also be interested in Marisol? And if things don't work out with this third person or third party, would he be interested in dating Marisol instead? So Aaron and Marisol, her gym crush.
Okay. Got it. Aaron definitely has shown you eyes before. I think you know that. I think there's been some sort of clue, some sort of just, when somebody's watching you or looking at you, right? So I think that there is certainly attraction. I do feel there's another that steps forward for you. Now, this person feels active, in quite good shape. I don't think he works out at your gym, and I keep getting a D name, like a Darren or Daniel or something D, probably DA is like the name I'm getting. And this person is built quite similarly, maybe even looks similarly to Aaron, but it's another person who's going to step forward who is available. And I feel like you may find that your path and Aaron's path kind of almost go like a 180, where you find somebody that's interested and you start going on dates with them. And then it may be right around the time Aaron becomes single. So I would look for within the next 4 to 6 months, like almost a turning of the tide. And the power dynamic might shift there just a little bit. So I don't want to necessarily say you have to rule Aaron out, but I feel like there's somebody else that's going to step forward in the meantime. And I hope that you can be open to that. And yes, Aaron is definitely attracted to you and quite distracted by you. So I'll leave it at that. So thank you.
All right. Thank you, Marisol, for stopping by as well. Our next question, and also, yes, that sounded like a wonderful reading. So thank you, Chip, for that as well. And we hope that did resonate with you. I'm trying to keep track of a few other messages as well. Our next one should come from Amy. She says, "Hi, Chipster. Good to see you. Life has been stressful, as you know. When will she finally be feeling peace?" And also, feel free to pull a card if you wish, Chip.
Yeah. Yes, my dear Ami. Yes, you have been going through it, my friend, and displaying a lot of courage in the process. Your card is the Ace of Wands, which is arguably the fastest speed that there is in the deck, right? Wands and swords. Sometimes there's a little bit of a competition for which one's faster, but I feel there is good news coming with the Ace of Wands that's going to make you feel quite hopeful. Couldn't come any sooner, right? Yesterday would have been too late. So I understand you have just really been going through a lot. You have been taking this on brilliantly, And Spirit wants you to know that this has not only been an important experience for your own transformation, but also I feel like for your family, those who are watching you, those in your neighborhood who just, it's just that you're just such an example to others that are around you. So I know that it's quite challenging right now. I feel like it's always darkest before dawn is sort of the metaphor here is what Spirit's bringing me. So I think you may have some good news coming relatively quickly. That being said, I do think things start to feel much clearer as we're getting into spring, summer. It just feels like your footing, right, is going to be much better because there's almost a rebound after a really significant time of transformation with lots of challenges like you've been going through. So even if today you got the news, it might take a few months to just sort of just breathe and accept and find your peace again, but you will find it. 100% you will. So I know you got this. So hang in there, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you, Ami. Dr. Ami. Yes.
All right. Thank you, Amy, for stopping by as well. And we hope that reading did resonate with you. Our next one is a little bit different. This one's from Alan.
Okay.
You may recognize Alan. Arthur. You may recognize Arthur Chip, but this question is more so. He is asking about getting into your queue, and it's very full all the time. So I wanted to specify that there are ways for users to hop into Chip's queue if they do want to get a reading right away, get a phone call reading or text-based reading through offline or online messaging. Or B, you can also set up an appointment slot with Psychic Chip. So that way you can get an appointment right at the top of the hour, that personal one-on-one reading. So if you are having any trouble booking with Psychic Chip, you can always call our customer service line or book an appointment on Psychic Chip's profile on californiapsychics.com. So just wanted to specify that real quick. But we will shout out the best ways to reach Chip and his regular hours here in a few minutes. But our next question comes from Marie. Marie is asking, Dana is asking, will DeJuan be contacting Dana soon, Chip?
Yeah. And just to answer Arthur's previous question, I just wanted to say I did feel like there may be a little bit of a disillusionment, maybe a little bit of frazzle, but I actually feel, Arthur, that you have some good news coming in too. So 2 days to 2 weeks, there is something quite positive, I think, that's going to transpire. And yes, all the things that Carson said about appointments, I know that you know. So I look forward to diving deeper into that for you. Okay, so let me switch gears here to Dana. All right, let's see. I'm seeing snow. I feel where you live, the season changing may bring colder weather and quite colder weather, as well as snow. I'm feeling snow. So I'm sensing like this could be coming relatively soon. I don't know why I get this feeling of like I'm also smelling like cinnamon. So that gives me the sense of like this could be around the holidays. So Thanksgiving, Christmas, like sometime between now and then is when I'm feeling that there's contact coming. I do feel Spirit wants to pat you on the back, my friend, because I think you've been doing a wonderful job of keeping your energy up as best as you can. This experience has been disappointing for you, but I sense that there is some sort of breaking of the ice here that is coming. So, and it does feel like it is coming up here. And, really we're just talking about a matter of weeks, and you've already been so very patient. So hang in there. Please do keep me posted, and I'm wishing you all the best.
All right. Thank you, Dana, for stopping by, and thank you for your question as well. Our next one will be from Marianne. Excuse me. I saw. Oh, with also Duran again. Marianne is asking, will her and Duran connect, and will he be reaching out soon?
I actually think that you are going to hear from him during this retrograde season. I think that he will boomerang back. I will pass along Spirit's message that they are urging caution about going too fast. It may be quite tempting to go fast, but they are just urging caution around that, not because they don't want you to feel happy and fulfilled, but they are just wanting you to take it one step at a time and really ensure that you do this the right way. Sometimes the adrenaline and the emotions and all the things can get going, and then before we know it, we've just gone, to the finish line so quickly, and we've missed the fun and the enjoyment of the period in between. And relationships can kind of sour if that happens. So they're talking about there being the opportunity for renewal, certainly getting clarity and answers. It feels like there's some answers and some clarity that you're owed. So I do feel this is going to be happening. If you didn't catch it, November 25th, well, depends on who your astrologer is, but the 24th, 25th through December 14th, 15th, right around that time is where the actual retrograde with Mercury comes, and it often brings back people where there's unfinished business from the past, and you have options when that happens. So that's when I would look for it to happen, Marianne.
All right. Well, Marianne, thank you for stopping by as well. And we hope that does all work out, and definitely keep us updated. Real quick, I did see this question from El Perez from YouTube. Unfortunately, we are unable to answer any legal questions and medical questions here at California Psychics. So this will include our live streams. So unfortunately, we are not able to answer this question, but you do still have time to ask another question because we still have about 30-ish minutes to go within today's live stream. But I did notice that there seemed to be a little bit of an interruption coming on our way.
Introducing the one and only relationship guru, Mystic Biscuits, who can sniff out your future life partner.
Rejected. We reject 98% of the psychics who apply. Talk with the real deal at California Psychics.
Well, it seemed like it was just another interruption from Mystic Biscuits. And something tells me that while he seems a little bit cute, he doesn't seem like he's the best source when you're looking for real insight, like us here at California Psychics. We do want to pride ourselves, or we love to pride ourselves in providing you only with the real deal, like Psychic Chip here, if you've been enjoying this free live preview of California Psychics. And we want to show you every Monday with these live streams. So if you are wanting to connect with Psychic Chip after seeing this free live preview and the rest of these 30 minutes of this free live preview, Chip, can you let everybody know when is the very next time you are going to be online and ready for those one-on-one readings away from the live stream with a guaranteed question answered? Can you let everybody know your schedule and the next time you'll be online?
Yes. So I have opened up 2 appointment slots this evening. If you have any pressing issues or you just need that one-on-one time at 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock Central. And then I have hours scheduled for the rest of the week through Thursday, 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central. And I offer those as appointment slots as well. That way, if you want that dedicated one-on-one time, you don't have to wait in the queue. You're welcome to grab one of those times. So please do. And also offline messages, please feel free to send me those. I answer those in order of receipt and look forward to reading for you however is most convenient for you. So thank you.
Yes, you can connect with Chip through phone call, online or offline messaging, which is text-based messaging. So if you kind of like the format of these live streams, but away from the audience and just a personal reading format, you can go to californiapsychics.com or the California Psychics app. And one last thing, if you're having any troubles booking with Psychic Chip, say his call queue is a little bit full or you're having trouble booking an appointment slot, make sure you go to California Psychics customer care, call our customer care line and say, I'm having some trouble booking with Psychic Chip. They will get you booked at an appointment slot that works for both you and Chip so you can get that one-on-one reading experience. So call now ahead to californiapsychics.com. Our next question comes from Brittany. Brittany is saying, how do you feel about the dynamic between Brian and her working things out in the near future? Things are better since the last time Brittany and you spoke, but she's almost feeling like she should be giving up soon and wants to know if you have any advice, Chip.
Yeah. Okay, Brittany. So a couple of things. And yes, Brittany is a wonderful client. Many of my clients display a lot of courage and strength and just lots of patience in their various situations. Brittany is certainly one of those. So thank you for the question. I feel with Brian, Spirit wants you to reframe this as a win-win. because either you are, with your free will, building the foundation of a relationship that is going to be structured in a way that is pleasing to you in the future, right? Or you are going to be figuring out that this is not a situation that's going to manifest in a time that is okay for you. I do feel Brian comes around. It's a matter of whether that feels workable for you in the time frame that feels workable for you, right? And that's kind of been the rub here. He does oftentimes show signs of rebounds after these blips that the two of you have had. So I think that there's something important in that. He does not, I can tell you this, he does not, I feel it so strongly, does not want to lose you. So I know that. I do think that there are moments where he gets distracted and loses focus. And so that's where you get the feeling unappreciated, left behind. And that's something that is definitely understandable if you were to ever get to a point where you're just so fed up that you need to move on. So as I've said in the past, there's a lot of free will in this. It was always destined that the two of you were going to connect, but there's a lot of free will in this reading. And I think that that's part of the hard part here is I can give you the guidance that Spirit offers, but I really think it's important for you to feel your way through this. I will say this, that being said, with the Mercury retrograde that I've mentioned previously that's coming up, a lot of times it will be tempting to allow feelings to guide the way. And I think it's so important during that time to really stay grounded and to also include our mental strength in that decision-making process. So reflect, review all those good RE words during this season. And if you can hang in there for the next few weeks, and then let's reassess during that time and then make a decision for you in December when we go back direct with Mercury. So Brittany, I hope that sounds good, and happy to dig deeper on this if you like in another reading. So, all right. Best of luck.
Thank you, Brittany, for stopping by. And wow, we had a lot of great questions and answers today, Chip. So just wanted to say that, and we'll try and get through as many as we possibly can through today's live stream. Our next one coming from El Perez. Yes, they asked earlier a legal question, but I did want to give them an extra opportunity. So is there any messages from their spirit guides that are reaching out? And feel free to pull a card as well, Chip, if you need.
Yeah. So El, you have to forgive me because I don't know your full name, but I'll address you as El Perez. So I feel, just so you know, the first thing that came through is there is a woman in the spirit world that's around you very strongly, and it's somebody who you have a very strong spiritual connection to. So this is either grandmother or mother. This is a strong maternal spirit guide energy around you, and she is just sort of saying, like, it's okay if you could only see it from my vantage point, it's okay. So that is the message that I'm getting coming through to you. So you feel quite protected spiritually, my friend. So whatever is going on in your world, I will tell you that. The other thing is I have the King of Wands. So there is a masculine energy who I feel this is somebody that is living, that is going to be really supportive of you and help guide you. And the King of Wands is somebody that, I would almost see this person as somebody that's quite good at speaking in public, or they have really strong managerial tendencies and strengths. And so I get the feeling that there's somebody that is protecting you and supporting you, that spirit has brought into your world. So there is some man who I would say is supporting you and helping you as well, and to lean on that person for guidance. And I feel like that's what's coming through. I would love to know who that woman is, because it's a very special person to you. There's a lot, I'm just feeling overwhelmed with love. And my friend, I don't know you, so I just have to say I'm passing that on to you. And I sure hope that you'll rely on that strength as well. And you'll call on them for their help.
All right. Thank you for stopping by. Again, El Perez. Yes, we don't know your name, so I have to call you by your username. Thank you for stopping by, though. And we hope that did resonate with you, that message as well. Our next question coming from Tori from YouTube. She's asking, what do you see, or how do you see things progressing between her and Zay? They have had a few ups and downs, and can you let Tori know where his mind is at regarding their relationship? He is a Capricorn, if that does help as well.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I don't normally need birthdays to work or sun signs, but in this case, it makes a lot of sense because we have had Pluto in Capricorn for the last, I don't know, 16 years or something, and it's going into Aquarius on November 19th, which is a really, really big deal. Pluto comes and sort of tears down the things that are no longer serving, the conditioning and all of those things, and rebuilds something that is in the highest good. So I would say, my friend, that a lot of these ups and downs are due to Zay's path sort of feeling like it's, winding and weaving. And you have been so good about going along for the ride. Unfortunately, with those roller coaster moments, it can feel like you get left in the dust. And I sense that, you are trying to communicate that something feels off, and he's sort of distracted by whatever is immediately in front of him. And then there's this like tussle. So you're in the power struggle phase. I feel the astrology is going to support you. I would say it feels like you can actually see. I can almost actually see a much smoother path unfolding for you two after the 19th. I feel things are going to really lighten up, and so I would say on his end that things will feel less upheaval. Okay, let me put it that way. I would say his mind is strongly connected to the idea of the relationship between the two of you, and yet also it's like he feels at times really pushed to look outward. And so I don't know if this is work or just his own life purpose or maybe some sort of unresolved trauma that he has, but something has distracted him. I feel that is going to certainly ease up, and you'll feel a much stronger presence. Like it's like he can be there more present with you in the moment. So I look forward to actually hearing positive updates from you, Tori. So best of luck to you, and please keep me posted.
Yes. Thank you, Tori, for stopping by as well. And we hope that message did resonate with you. Also, I did want to touch up a little bit on, yes, what Chip mentioned about Pluto entering Aquarius. So, yes, if you want more information about that, you can stop by our social media profiles tomorrow because we will be posting about that, as well as you can check your daily or your weekly horoscopes, which will touch more onto that as well on CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app. Now, our next question, real quickly before we switch into our card pull section of the live stream, will be from Mary Jo. Mary Jo is asking if things are going to be changing between Jim and her. And also, just real quick, right before we are switching to our card pull section to give our audience a little bit of an extra chance to get that question answered, so to go through questions a little bit or answers a little bit quicker during that section. So make sure to stick around as well, and we will be doing a collective reading at the end. Yes, more information about that here in a second. But yes, Mary Jo, things are going to change between her and Jim?
Yeah. Okay. Mary Jo. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to side with you here in the sense that I think you got a good gripe here. There's definitely things that rub you the wrong way that I think would rub me the wrong way, that I think would probably rub everybody on this reading the wrong way, right? That are happening. And I feel, they say communication is so important in relationships. I feel for you that because it's just one layer after another, one thing after another, Spirit just shows me a building of incidents that happen. It just feels like it's maybe coming across as critiques or criticism to him, and it's like I see him just shut down. And when I get that wall up in front of somebody, it often means that they're in fear actually about losing you, but also in fear about seemingly the relationship going on that way. So we're almost at an impasse, and maybe that's how you've been feeling, because that's how it's feeling to me. So even though it's not up to you to fix him or anything, what I would say is just the guidance Spirit's passing along is to maybe throw a little sugar on the way that it's being communicated to him. It's not that you should let up advocating for yourself or asking for what you need. It's almost just the way that you present it. It's just almost like this little shift, and I feel you would see more warmth coming from him. I do think that it will take some time with Jim. He just feels like really stubborn, and there's something that's wanting to let go in him so that he can be fully connected with you. But right now I feel that wall up, and I'm so sorry that you're having to go through that, because I know that can be really challenging. But what I would say is just if you can sit with that, take it if it resonates with you, but just maybe consider the next time there's an opportunity to communicate something that you need for him, just like maybe think about, I don't know, just a positive way to frame it and asking about it. And just if you feel like you have the energy to do that, I think you'll see a positive response actually come from him. So best of luck, my friend. Happy to read for you further on this if you need more details.
Yes. Thank you, Mary Jo, for stopping by. And I think that is a good transition over to our card pull section of the live stream, where you can ask questions in the form of career, love, life path, etc. And yes, this will give you an extra opportunity to get your question answered during these final 15 minutes. But while we get those questions coming into the chat, Chip, you've been providing some absolutely wonderful readings today during this free live preview of California Psychics. So I'm sure everybody is very much dying to know, when is the very next time you're going to be online and ready for readings and your regular schedule throughout the week?
Yes. So I've opened up 2 appointment slots this evening. If you have any pressing questions and you like that one-on-one time rather than waiting in the queue. So those will be offered 9 and 10 o'clock Central this evening. So stay on late for you guys. And then also Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central. Each of those time slots has an appointment offering opened up for you. So if you'd like to grab that, of course, some may have already been grabbed. So just take a look at that and be happy to read for you then, as well as your offline messages as well.
Yes, and you can also reach Chip through phone call or online or offline messages on CaliforniaPsychics.com, which is more of a text-based messaging if you want to do it through that avenue as well. But yes, make sure you click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now, and that will pull up Psychic Chip's profile on California Psychics, where you can book the appointments just like Chip mentioned. And also make sure to stick around. If you do not get your question answered during this free live preview of California Psychics, we will be doing a collective reading at the end where we kind of do a past, present, future card pull spread, Chip, just also for your information as well. So at the very end, we will be doing that so that everybody gets to walk away with at least something from today's live stream, because we always love everybody's attendance. Our next card, or our first card pull, will be from Randy, and I believe you may know Randy, Chip. She is asking for a life path card.
Yeah. All right, Randy. So your card is the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands indicates some sort of transition from the planning, visualizing stage into, man, that thing is now here. The Two of Wands is somebody sort of looking at the globe and looking over the cliff and, gosh, where do I want to go next? Where do I want to conquer next? The Three of Wands is like you've actually done it. So this indicates that there's some major manifestations that are going to be coming for you. Incidentally, it could also indicate house moves in certain circumstances. So if that doesn't resonate, don't take it. But I would say overall, the feeling that I have life path is that you are getting ready to experience a major transition from the wishing and the willing it into existence, into the actual enjoying of that thing that you are trying to bring into existence. So it's coming.
All right. Thank you, Randy, for stopping by, and we hope that did resonate with you. Our next one will be from Jeanette, who is requesting a career card, and I know a little bit of backstory from reading her question earlier. She is wondering if she's going to be finishing something with her, I believe it's her dissertation, before 2025, Chip, if that card can reveal the answer.
Big yes. Six of Wands, victory, success. Absolutely. That's you doing you won the Super Bowl and you're getting to parade through the streets, right? Six of Wands is a big yes. Victory, success. And after a time of feeling like things are tough and challenging, I know that that's got to be good news. So Jeanette, please let me know when it happens. I'm excited for you. Congratulations in advance.
Yes, thank you for stopping by, Jeanette. And we hope that did resonate with you, that message. Our next one will be from Ava. Ava is requesting a love card, please, between her and Ryan.
Ooh, okay, interesting. So I'm not sure what the two of you are going through. The Tower represents major transformations. These can be thought of as really negative and scary, or they can be thought of as the universe shaking things up so that the highest good prevails, right? So the things that are no longer serving the two of you are on the way out. And I would, that star card that I pulled earlier is the card that comes after the tower. So it's a wonderful time to allow and surrender. I call it radical acceptance. And then to allow the star, the thing, the beautiful manifestation you are wanting, to then come after it. So the tower doesn't have to be scary. It's actually the universe trying to do both of you a favor. And I look forward to positive updates. Eva, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Ava, for stopping by. And we hope that message did resonate you from Chip. Next question comes from Christina, who is requesting a love card between John and her. She's currently losing her patience between that relationship.
Okay. The Seven of Cups is the card that comes up for you with John. The Seven of Cups, as you can tell, there are some things in these cups that look worth grabbing and some things that aren't. So the idea is to not slip into wishful thinking, to really keep your feet grounded and not to go into fantasy land. And that could be for negative or positive, right? Like somebody's neither all bad or all good. And so if you find yourself kind of having this negative filter over John, to sort of reframe that and balance it with the good things that he does bring. But also, if you normally are the type of person that you're really rosy, it's like also think about the things that are frustrating you so much about them. And is that really something that you can, stay with for a period of time? So I can feel that energetically with you. That Seven of Cups is really talking about getting grounded and making sure that no illusion is what's leading the way, and that it's really truly your own heart and mind that's bringing the facts to you. So in that instance, Christina, I know that that's not a lot, but if you want to get some more information, I can read on that for you in an offline message or a session, reading session. So thank you.
Yes, thank you, Christina, for stopping by. And yes, I wanted to give an extra opportunity to shout out Chip. Whenever see the very next time you're going to be online and ready for those one-on-one readings, and what is your regular schedule throughout the week? But we still have some time left, so stick around, y'all.
Yeah, so I have 2 appointment slots opened up tonight. If you'd like to go on California Psychics app or .com and book those 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock Central Time this evening. And then I'll be on through Thursday, starting tomorrow, 11 to 1 Central and 4 to 6 Central. So thank you. All right.
All right. Our next question, and also one final reminder, is that again we will be doing that collective reading here in a few minutes. So stick around if you have not gotten your question answered by the end of the live stream, because we will give you something to walk away from, some insight that will carry over throughout this next week. Charlotte is asking you for a card pull, Chip, with Devontae and her relationship in Mindy. Thanks for helping again, by the way.
Okay, you bet, Charlotte. Okay, so the card that's coming up is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords can represent feeling stuck or indecisive because you don't have all the information. And so it's actually a card representing maybe the thoughts that you're having, maybe some cognitive dissonance. Maybe I feel this way, I think this way, and I think this way, and they don't make sense together. But sometimes in spirituality, the paradox is actually where the truth is. So maybe both things are true. Maybe there's something that you don't love about this situation, but you also love him. And so maybe allow that to just sort of be right now. The Two of Swords also indicates maybe you don't have all the information, or it's not the right time to make a decision. So allow, everything will make sense in time. That's what I often feel comes forward with the Two of Swords. So continue to hang in there, my friend. I know you're doing the best that you can, and I'd be happy to expand on that more in another reading. So best of luck to you, and you hang in there.
Thank you, Charlotte, for stopping by. Our next one comes from Anne, who is requesting a love card, please, with John.
Okay. All right. So your card is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands indicates that there's been a time or season of challenge and adversity, but that you're going to get through it. It's what I call the Rocky Balboa card. If you're you enjoy the Rocky movies, Rocky almost gets beat, and then the referee's down there counting, and then he gets up, he pulls himself up, and he gets through it, and he wins. And that's the energy of that Nine of Wands. That's the way I like to interpret it. So it's not that I'm not going to paint a rosy picture here for you. I'm not going to say things have been easy. They haven't been. but you are going to get through and persevere through those challenges. So just make sure to continue to take care of your energy and advocate for the things that you need in a relationship. And I think you'll get through it with John. All right.
All right. Thank you, Anne, for stopping by. Our next question comes from Estefani, who's requesting a life path card, please.
Okay. Your card, Estefani, and I sure hope that I've done right by you on pronouncing that. I hope I have. But your card is the Sun card. My goodness, the Sun card is warmth and positivity and joy. It also is I read it as something like an inner child healing. Think about something that you loved to do as a child. Maybe people mocked you for it or said you could never do it. This is the time for you to go do that thing. And think about the fulfillment and the joy from being able to look back and go, I am that and I can do that. And there's nothing that you can't do when the Sun card is around. So I feel like this is your time to shine, my friend. A beautiful season for you. Beautiful, beautiful energy in that card.
Amazing. Next card comes from, and thank you, Estefani, for stopping by. Next question comes from Alicia, who is requesting a spirit mediumship card. Her late grandmother's birthday is today. Philomena, forgive me if I pronounce that wrong, but does she have any messages that she gives to Alicia through the cards?
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So your card is the death card, and this card doesn't represent physical death. It represents awakening, rebirth, transformation, and that the things that are no longer serving you are going away. And you are the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. And my friend, your grandmother sees you as the butterfly, and she wants you to see you as the butterfly. So any challenges along the path that you've encountered are only meant for your good, and to take those lemons and to make lemonade out of them, because I feel that there are some really beautiful things on the other side that are coming up for you. And so I just want to pass along love and appreciation from your grandmother. There's a really lovely warmth to her energy, and she visits you often, by the way. So she just wants me to remind you that you're not making that up.
All right. Thank you, Alicia, for stopping by with that question as well. And we hope that message did resonate with you as well. Chip, can you go ahead and remind everybody one more time, when is the very next time you're going to be online and ready for questions? Again, through phone call, text-based, online, and offline messaging for whichever our audience prefers. And then for a guaranteed answer to their questions, if they did not get their question specifically answered today, but we will be doing our collective reading here in just a second. Chip, when is the very next time you're going to be online ready for readings, and your schedule throughout the week for those who want to book those appointments?
Yeah. Well, Carson, I'll be back on this evening. I've opened up appointment slots at 9 and 10 o'clock Central Time. And so if you need me this evening, I will be on. And then for the rest of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central Time. Each of those time slots is an appointment offering. I see some of those have already been grabbed, so please go grab them if you haven't and you want that dedicated time and don't want to have to wait in the queue. And I'll also be reviewing and reading those offline messages, and I'll read those in order of receipt. So send an offline message if that's more convenient.
Amazing. Yes. If you want that guaranteed answer to your question, make sure you stop by CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app. You can click the link in the description of the live stream you're watching right now to get to pull up Psychic Chip's profile and get that question to him so you can get that answer. Now, we are going to be switching over to our collective reading because we want to make sure everybody who is attending this live stream walks away with something that they can use. So, Chip, can we start with a past, present, future reading through the cards that goes for, I guess, the near future or the week ahead?
Absolutely. So bear with me here as I shuffle, and I'll pull up those cards for you guys. Okay, so hang tight here. Let's see. So Spirit, help us for the collective with a past, present, and future. All right, wonderful. Okay, so this is a really lovely reading. This is a great reading. Okay, so in the past placement, we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is certainly something new, as aces represent new opportunities, new meetings, new jobs, new love, new seasons of love within a relationship. Something new and certainly connected to the heart. Cups are often thought of as feelings, creative energy, It's the divine feminine in many ways. So Ace of Cups representing something new that is coming in for you, or excuse me, has already come in for you. And the present card is the High Priestess. The High Priestess is welcoming you to call on the intuitive strength that you have to not necessarily just walk by sight, but also by your powerful third eye energy. The High Priestess is the keeper of secrets. It is the one who is in the sky, not just the one who's got the feet on the ground. Okay, so you have that spiritual strength and that gift within you. Each of you do. And so to navigate taking that Ace of Cups and making it the big manifestation that you want, you use that beautiful High Priestess energy within you to get from beginning to the finish line. Okay, and the finish is incredible, guys. This is wonderful. The Four of Wands. Holy smokes! The Four of Wands is celebration. It can represent marriage, quite literally. It's certainly some sort of major milestone along your path, and it's one where you pause and you celebrate. So something is brewing. Please do not lose hope. I think that you are being called on to dig deep and find that spiritual courage and strength that you have, and that's what's going to lead you to that Four of Wands, that's incredible energy. So yeah, beautiful.
Wow, that was an amazing collective reading, Chip, and a great way to end today's live stream. So if you enjoyed this free live preview of California Psychics, make sure to tune in to our next one or hop right into Chip's call queue to keep that same energy going throughout the rest of the night. All right, Chip, if you can let us know one more time, when is the very next time you're going to be online ready for readings and your regular schedule throughout the week?
Absolutely. So I've opened up 2 slots this evening for appointments, 9 o'clock and 10 o'clock Central Time. If you'd like to book me and have that one-on-one dedicated time. I will also be on the rest of the week through Thursday, 11 to 1 and 4 to 6 Central. And I look forward to reading for you guys either then or through offline message, whichever is most convenient for you.
Amazing. Thank you, everybody, for attending another free live preview of California Psychics this week with Psychic Chip. And until next time, until next Monday, go to CaliforniaPsychics.com or the California Psychics app and connect with Psychic Chip and get that extra insight you deserve. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And until next time, bye-bye.
All right.